Okay, Ms. Russman, the last thing in this unit, I promise. Okay.
Feels good.
We are going to do writing the formulas for acids, so we're going to work backwards from what we just did.
Okay.
Okay, so if you can see here, sulfuric acid. Okay, I left off my question, does it have an H, but what do you think we might add?
Well, since it's got acid at the end, I know automatically that it's got to start with an H.
Okay.
And hydrogen is in group 1, so that means it's got an H+.
Okay.
Did I go too far with that, or do I need to know that it has an H+?
You're going to need that.
Okay.
So now we're going to work backwards. So we have sulfuric, and this is going to tell us what the rest of it's going to be.
Okay.
So we're going to work backwards from what we just did. So if we're going to move up the chart instead of down the chart. So I have ic. And I don't have hydro in front, so it's not that one, okay?
Okay.
So that means it used to end in 8.
So it'd be sulfate.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go to my chart, and I'm going to find sulfate.
All right here. So it's SO4 with a -2.
Yes. So I'm going to write that down, SO4 -2. Now, I hate to tell you this, but we have a +1 and a -2, so what do you think we have to do?
Crisscross.
Crisscross. We're back to crisscrossing. Okay, remember, this is a situation where you would bag and tag, like you taught me before, but there's only a 1, so do we need to worry about that?
No parentheses.
Okay, but we do have a 2 there, so we are going to have H2 SO4.
Oh, wow, that was easy.
Okay, you got that? Let's try another one. Okay, hydrofluoric acid. I see acid right away, so what am I going to put in the front?
H+.
H+. Okay, so this one ends in ic. And I have 2 options, so I have to check and see if it has that hydro in front.
It does have hydro.
So it's not going to be this one. It's actually going to be the yellow one over here. Okay? So all we do is we're going to take that anion root. It was fluor. What does fluor stand for?
Fluorine?
Fluorine. And I just looked that up on the periodic table.
Group 7, if I'm correct. So that would be a -1.
That's a good memory. -1, +1, -1. Do we have to crisscross?
Drop the charge, slap them together.
All right, HF. Boom, done. Okay, so now let's do one more. Hypochlorous acid. Acid tells you.
Ooh, start with an H.
Start with an H. Okay, hypochlorous. It ends in OUS. So I'm going to go right here. And that means it used to end in
hypochlorite. Oh, that
right.
sounds crazy.
Right, so but we know where to look up atenite. That's on that polyatomic chart. So hypochlorite.
All right there. So it's just ClO with a -1.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. ClO 1-. Again, +1, -1.
Let's drop them and slap them together.
That's pretty easy. Okay, so that's our example. So now we have some examples for you guys to do on your guided practice. So look in your packet and come back when you're done. Okay, Ms. Russman, you're going to take over and show me how it's done?
Okay, so first I know since it's got acid there, I want to start with an H+ to write it, and then I'm looking at the end and it says OUS. I know it's not hydro, so I can mark that one out, and the OUS tells me that it's this right here. The ITE tells me that it went from sulfurous to sulfite.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to my chart and find sulfite, which is SO3 with a -2. So I've got SO3 with a 2-, and when I crisscross, I don't have to worry about bagging and tagging because that's a 1 and I don't have to write 1, so I bring that 2 down below. Right, so
you got it. You got it. Keep rolling.
Okay, so H2SO3. Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
So now we have carbonic acid. Again, once I see the word acid, it tells me write an H+ immediately.
Yep.
Carbonic. So, whoa, there's an ic here and an ic here. So I look and that says it's got to start with hydro. It doesn't start with hydro. So I know that used to be carbonate.
Yes.
So I go back to my chart again and I find carbonate right up here, which is a CO3 with a 2-.
You got it.
CO3, 2-. Crisscross again, and God, you're making these so easy on me. I don't have to bag and tag any of them. Since I'm bringing a 1 across, no parentheses because I don't have to write it, but I do have to bring that 2 down. So it's H2CO3.
Yep. You
All
got
right.
it. Okay, and this, oops, sorry, trying to erase here.
All right. So last one, again, it says acid, so I know I'm going to start because acids start with H's, and H plus. Hydro immediately tells me that I'm right here.
Yep.
So I want to take the root. Hydroiodic.
What was iode?
Ooh, that sounds like, is it iodine?
Iodine.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Whew, that was a toughie.
Take that
Iodine.
up on the periodic table.
Periodic table, he's in group 7, right? So he's got a +1 charge.
Yeah,
So
we know those oxidation numbers from Miss Fott and Mr. Thompson.
I'm getting them memorized.
Yeah, it's helpful, isn't it? You go faster.
It is. So 1 and 1, I don't have to crisscross, so I just drop the charges and put them together.
Boom. You got it.
I feel like a genius.
You are a genius.